Hi everyone! So I'm really late to making this video and I wanted to do it, but I wanted to do it at the end of December or the beginning of January, and we're now at the end of January, so I probably shouldn't be making it, but I wanted to, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. So as you can probably read on the title, this video is just going to be my top 5 records of 2015. So the first record, which is the 5th one on my list, is Demi Lovato, Confident. Initially, I didn't actually really like this album the first time that I heard it. I don't really know why. I just remember my first impression was, there's a lot of like ballads and slower songs and it's not quite got that punch to it that Demi songs normally do. Like, she's always been quite pop, but there's always been kind of a little bit of a rocky undertone, and I didn't find that with Confident at first, but then it really grew on me. I would just listen to it again and again and again and again, and then I just really liked it. So Confident, the title song, probably is one of my least favourite songs on the album. I get the message, it's a good message, it's great, but I just don't really enjoy the song that much. So my favourite songs off that record are probably Stone Cold, just because it's a really beautiful and honest and vulnerable song, and I just think lyrically it's just really powerful. And then also probably Waiting for You. I think the video for Waiting for You is actually really cool as well. It's not got that many views on YouTube for some reason, considering obviously she's like super mega famous. It just doesn't have a lot of views compared to like obviously her other videos that have like hundreds of millions. It was the song, the lyrics, if you listen to the lyrics and watch the video, she's singing it in front of a school, and it's like the school that she was bullied at when she was younger. I suppose it's only interesting if you actually care about her personal life rather than just the music, but I just thought that was interesting, and I don't know why I'm sharing that, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a nice kind of like F you to those horrible people. The 4th record on my list is Halsey, Badlands. So I don't know why, but I feel like every female fronted person that I get really into that's not that big seems to blow up like within a year of me liking them. I don't know why, it seems to always happen. So I liked Halsey when she was fairly small, and then she just like blew up to ridiculous amounts, and it's just crazy how successful she is now. But yeah, I just thought that album was amazing. So I really liked Ghost off the album, but mostly just because I liked it off the EP. So I'm not really going to include that in my top 2 favourite songs of that album. My top 2 probably are New Americana, which was a single that came out, and I just think that's a really fun song, and then Colours, which I think Colours lyrically is just a beautiful song, and it's actually going to be her next single. My 3rd favourite record of 2015 was an EP, and that was Against the Current, the Gravity EP. So I just thought this was just a great EP. Like, every song is pretty good. They've got the perfect mixture of like slow songs and fast songs and like rock and pop, and it's just really fun if you're into kind of female fronted pop rock kind of bands. They got signed to Fuel by Ramen as well last year, so I think they're gonna probably blow up quite a lot, but they're pretty big on YouTube anyway because they started on YouTube, so if you're watching this video about music on YouTube, you probably already knew who they were anyway. So yeah, my favourite songs off that EP, Gravity is obviously amazing. It's like super powerful. I think that's the first song they released off that EP. And then probably my favourite 2 are Paralysed and Fireproof. I just think they're just such feisty songs, and they're just great, and Chrissy just has a really lovely, strong voice. So definitely check out that EP if you haven't already. My 2nd favourite album of 2015 was The Maine, American Candy. So The Maine can't really do much wrong in my opinion, because they're just one of my favourite bands ever. But their last album, Forever Halloween, I didn't love. It was good, it was a good album still, but I didn't like obsess over it and listen to it lots of times and have like absolute favourite songs. I just didn't click with that album in the way I had with all the rest of them. And this album, I just did. I just loved it. I loved the artwork, I loved like the concept of the songs, I just loved just everything about it. So I think the first song they released was English Girls, and I remember like everyone I know that's a fan of The Maine, they were like English, and they were just like, oh yeah, a song about us, and then everyone listened to it and they were like, oh. So my favourite 2 songs off that album, I really like Miles Away. I don't know why, I just feel like if you're listening to it in crappy old England and it's like raining, and if you've ever been to like California and you wish you could go back, which is my life on like an everyday basis, I just feel like I can relate to that song so much. So if you ever feel like that, if you're ever just like in your country like yeah, that's the song for you, Miles Away. And then probably my all-time favourite song is the title of the album, so that's just American Candy. And I don't know what it is, I just love the song. I don't even know if it's the lyrics or the beat or just everything, but the first time I listened to it I was like, this is gonna be my favourite song off that album, and it still is. Absolutely love it. My number one favourite album of 2015 was Bring Me the Horizon, That's the Spirit. So way back when, during like Count Your Blessings and Suicide Season, Bring Me the Horizon used to be my like favourite band when I was like a little grebe, and I don't even really listen to music like that anymore. So the fact that this album is number one on my favourite albums of 2015 list is pretty amazing, to be honest, because I would never have thought it would be. But I just feel like, I don't know, honestly I just love every single song on that album. There's not a single song I listen to and I'm like, oh no, that one's not so good. Literally every single song just feels good. It feels like it should have been on that album. I don't know, I just thought it was amazing. And I saw some songs live off it in November, I believe, the end of November, and it was just incredible. I don't know, it just feels weird. It feels weird to like be hype over Bring Me the Horizon so many years later. Like we're talking like what, 8, 9, 10 years later even? I don't know, a long time. But that's what I really enjoy about that, is that they've grown so much musically. So I feel like the stuff, if they were putting out the stuff I loved when I was like 12 now, I would never be into it. But I've kind of like grown with the music, and that's kind of cool, kind of a bit wishy-washy, I suppose. It doesn't make sense, but it does to me. So, and I really did like the marketing campaign around it. This is irrelevant to the music, but the umbrella logo that was everywhere. I remember walking down the street to work and literally like on the train station on a post, I don't even like live in London or anywhere, so it's not even like I should be in the centre of marketing, but there was just these stickers everywhere, and I just remember thinking that was really cool because you don't expect it to be there. I don't know. These next ones, I'm not going to talk about in detail because I only want to do my top 5 albums, but these are other albums that came out in 2015 that I really did love. So we've got Justin Bieber, Purpose. So I said I'm not going to talk about it, but I've literally loved Justin Bieber since like 2008, 2009, and it was so uncool to like Justin Bieber, and now it's fine. So now I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. Everyone that like likes his album but hated him, I'm like, you can just fuck off, because really. And then the next one, All Time Low, Future Heart. It was one of my favourite albums of the year, All Time Low, one of my favourite bands, but I didn't think it was like an incredible album. That's why I didn't make my top 5, but they are still one of my favourite bands, and there are some good songs on that one. Lana Del Rey, Honeymoon. Fall Out Boy, American Beauty / American Psycho, Florence and the Machine, How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, 21 Pilots, Blurry Face, and Selena Gomez, Revival. So I loved all of them, but they weren't in my top 5. So yeah, I'm really excited for what 2016 is going to bring musically, because there's so many bands I love that are bringing out records this year, and I already know, we're only like, what, is it the 20th of January, something like that? And I already know Panic at the Disco, Death of a Bachelor is probably going to be top 3 at least, maybe even top 1 of 2016, so I'm calling it now, I really am, because that record is just incredible, and it doesn't belong in this video, it's just incredible. So yeah. Okay, that was my top 5 favourite records, and then a bajillion more of 2015. Bye!